Do you find it challenging to maintain focus on new endeavors that once sparked your excitement? Have you ever abandoned a project right after starting? Here are 3 key tools to help you navigate those moments of challenge and uncertainty when maybe you quit something too early or feel like you should have stuck with something a little bit longer and just looking for a little bit more certainty in life. Perhaps you encountered someone who motivated you to learn Spanish or another foreign language and you fell short from reaching fluency. Perhaps you enrolled in cooking lessons with the goal of emulating Chef Gordon Ramsay's culinary skills. And for no reason in particular, you did the salt thing and all of a sudden you quit pursuing your cooking ambitions. I remember one time, Tony Hawk, the professional American skateboarder, had just arrived on the scene. Skateboarding was everywhere on TV, entertainment, and music. Heck, some of my favorite hip-hop artists like Lil Wayne and Pharrell from Neptunes, aka Skateboard P, even fueled my ambition. It is important to know that even though skateboarding has existed for a long time, it was only recently organized and recognized as an Olympic sport in 2020. So aside from Tony Hawk's renowned skateboarding abilities, he was also exceptionally tall for the sport. Standing at a towering 6'3", he would typically tower over all his competitors at these meets. So my excited 6'2" tall behind figures, since Tony Hawk and I share similarities only in height, maybe we share skateboarding ability as well. So I purchased a skateboard, only to realize that height had no correlation with skateboarding skills. I sucked at the sport. I spent more time falling on my rear end than standing upright on the board. Another time I was deeply inspired after watching the fascinating true story of a young lady named Bethany Hamilton. 13 years old, she lost her left arm and nearly lost her life after a tiger shark almost the size of 2 Shaquille O'Neals bit her arm clean off while lying on her surfboard. Bethany could have allowed her dream of becoming a pro surfer get snatched away along with her arm. However, just 4 years later, at 17 years old, Bethany overcame the impossible. Not only surfing again and overcoming her fear of sharks, but also becoming one of the world's greatest professional surfers of all time, in spite of a missing limb. Now me, I knew I was not going to be some pro surfer, but I thought it'd be cool to surf, or maybe I felt a kindred connection between Bethany Hamilton and myself after hearing her compelling heroic story. This time, before investing in a costly surfboard, I rented one. That same day I discovered I enjoy surfing and decided to leave it at watching surfing and not trying to become a surf professional. Despite the disappointment, at least falling off of a surfboard is not as painful as falling off of a skateboard. I've attempted so many activities I've lost count. I've come to this realization: had I pressured myself into sticking to every new project, I would have limited my experiences. There's only so much time in a day, right? What if forcing myself to become an expert cook or dancer took away time from exploring skateboarding or surfing? What if I were a natural at skateboarding or surfing and never realized it because I stuck with cooking even though I didn't like cooking as much? And I would have loved surfing or skateboarding so much that I dedicated myself to becoming a professional like Tony Hawk or Bethany Hamilton. Furthermore, at least I tried it and experienced it enough to know what it's like. Starting something new doesn't mean you're a quitter. It means you're adventurous and curious, which are signs of character strengths, not flaws. You don't need to become an expert at everything to be successful in life. Quite the opposite. Learn to just do a couple of things extremely well. Now, this is something I later learned in life. I also learned that many people are just like me. And maybe I'm just like you. It's a common challenge faced by many individuals. Despite having the right mindset, positive attitude, coupled with actionable effort, it can be difficult to sustain interest over time in almost anything. However you lose interest may vary. Sometimes we may not have a reason or excuse. We just stop or quit. Instead of fighting what comes naturally, learn to embrace your adventurous side and turn it into a strength. Feeding your adventurous, curious nature is a superpower. Rather than viewing a change in direction as a setback, see it as an opportunity to learn and grow. By keeping a positive mental attitude and continuing to put effort towards your growth, you can rest assured that eventually you'll reach your destination. No matter what path you decide to take or don't decide to take, those skills and experience gained from other activities weren't a waste of time. Stay patient with yourself. Those skills, maybe they didn't come in handy yet, but given the right opportunity, you'll be surprised. What you're used to think of as a useless skill set was all of a sudden became very useful, or a lifesaver, or it's a cool trick, and that's how you met your spouse, your wife, and she would have never got your attention had you not done that useless card trick. Next thing you know, 5 years later, y'all got married. Here are 3 key tools to help you navigate those moments of challenge and uncertainty when maybe you quit something too early or feel like you should have stuck with something a little bit longer and just looking for a little bit more certainty in life. Number 1, embrace a growth mindset, which is a simple way of saying embrace yourself, embrace everything about you. Recognize that the journey to success is not always a straight line, and that setbacks are an opportunity to learn and grow. Keep your goals in mind. The end goal. Remember, what matters most is the ultimate destination. Stay focused on your end goal. Don't be too concerned with little things that come up here and there that may not seem like they're significant or may feel like you wasted your time. Nothing is a waste of time when we get to the end. But most of the time, it's not revealed to us until we get there. Even the path to get there changes. To quote Heraclitus, the only constant in life is change. To embrace life means to embrace change. To embrace life means to embrace change. Stay positive and take action. Stay motivated. Keep putting in the work, no matter what obstacles you face. Your positive attitude and determination will help you overcome any circumstances, regardless of the situation you may be looking at. Changing direction doesn't mean you're giving up on your dreams. It's an opportunity to pivot and approach your goals from a different angle. If your mindset is focused on your destination rather than where you are at that moment, you'll reach your goal in due time. Don't be afraid to take 2 steps back. It may not be the quickest way to your destination, but it may be the only way to your destination or reaching your goal. Remember, to embrace change is to embrace life. I hope this helped you, and I hope you received this in the spirit that I sent it to you with.